Hi Cancer, welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing well. I'm still working on my coffee here, but we're gonna make it one way or another. We're gonna be doing a mostly oracle reading today. We're gonna clarify with tarot, but we're just gonna be seeing what your guides need you to know for today. Okay, or work on, whatever comes out, you know. So let's see what we get for you today, Cancer. What do you have for Cancer, please? What message do you have for Cancer? Wow. This deck is very encouraging, you know, on its own, but I feel like these cards that have come out for you are even more encouraging. I haven't looked at the bottom of the deck for anyone else. However, I did just look for you because they wanted me to, and we have work through conflict. So there's definitely some sort of conflict here that's happening. I feel as though it's an inner conflict here, Cancer, but let's look and see what's going on. Let's see what's going on for you. The first card that you have here is I am calm in darkness. I am calm in darkness. Card says, I embrace all aspects of myself, including comfortably facing my shadow side. This card for me is not only is it a card of shadow work, but it also it represents for me the moon card, okay, in the tarot. Now, people go back and forth about whether or not the moon represents Pisces or Cancer. I don't think that's necessary. What is necessary here is that there's something here that you're not seeing or facing. All right, something that you're not seeing or facing clearly. This could also be representing a fear of some sort. All right, but even if it is a fear, it's something that you're not facing. So let's clarify this. Tell us more about this I am calm in darkness card for Cancer, please. Tell us. Goodness. That card was like, let me out. Let me out of here. What is it? The Three of Wands. Okay. Yeah, there's some kind of stagnancy here that needs to be addressed. It's like a need to move on from something, I feel. Yeah, full card here at the bottom of the deck. Let's see. You also have the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something here that you're holding on to, and I feel like it's creating an imbalance. Okay, so with this card, I am calm in darkness. Again, like I said, it reminds me of the Moon card, which lots of emotions there. Okay, and you know, that is you by nature. Nothing wrong with that. I'm a Pisces. We're the same way. But what's happening here is your emotions may be spilling over into your work. I feel for some of you. I feel like it's causing you to stumble. It's causing you to misplace things. I can only tell you what they're giving me. But I feel like it's creating chaos in your physical life. Okay. I love this Two of Pentacles card because it's a great representation of what we go through. And like we saw at the bottom of the deck for you, there's a conflict here that needs to be resolved, right? It says, I work through conflict. And I feel like you're avoiding that necessity to work through whatever this inner conflict is. And instead of, because you're avoiding it, it is resonating or manifesting in your physical life or interrupting your work. This Two of Pentacles here, he's trying to balance everything. So much so that he left the house with two different shoes on. Okay, take that as it resonates, you guys. But there's a need here to let go of something. You're holding on to your emotions, I feel, so tightly that it's causing you to be stagnant. And perhaps, excuse me, with this Three of Wands and this I am calm in darkness card, I feel like it's also putting a block on your creativity. Okay, for those of you who do something creative for work, or you're just creative by nature, okay, especially as a Cancerian, I feel like it's putting a block on that. It's like, if you unless you deal with that dark side of yourself, the shadow side, those emotions that are suppressed and being held onto, there's gonna continue to be that chaos, um, and continue to be that stagnancy um, in your life. I feel like there's also something here about you guys spending frivolously. Okay, so be mindful of that as well. All right. The next card that you have here is Vulnerability Inspires Me. Vulnerability inspires me. Like a newborn, I grow through fresh experiences by allowing myself to explore freely. And this is what needs to be done. When we're children, we don't necessarily have that thing unless and until we're taught to suppress emotions. And a lot of times, our parents or authority figures, or even other children, may instill that in us vicariously or, unintentionally by telling a child not to cry, or, excuse me, by not encouraging a child to speak up for themselves or to express themselves, especially when it comes to a male child or a boy. You know how we like to socialize people. I'm not going to get into how I feel about society because that's a totally different video. But but yeah, no. Your guides are telling you to get back to the basics, I feel, here with this card, and express those emotions, even if it doesn't necessarily have to be expression to someone else. That doesn't have to be the case. Okay, we forget that there's other ways to express ourselves. um and I don't know what they want me to say right now. They keep giving me anger. So perhaps some of you are, and especially when it I'm trying not to preach, especially when it comes to someone who is emotionally unavailable. Okay, or if you're not in touch with your emotions, you don't understand what it is that you're feeling and why. It can definitely sometimes come out as anger. When I mean, as much as anger is an emotion, it's I feel like um it's never, anger is always the cloud over something. Okay, um you might be angry about something or express something through anger, but there's something deeper there. There's more emotion there. Okay, it's reminding me of the wheel. I'm gonna try to find it on the internet and post the link in the description box. The wheel of emotion that literally gives you words, because again, going back to those of us who, when we were children, expressing yourselves, if that wasn't encouraged, then you very well may not know how to do that as an adult. And it's okay to um, to acknowledge that, to recognize that, and want to grow from that. That's something here in this shadow side card that needs to be recognized. Okay. Tell us more about this vulnerability card, please, for Cancer. Tell us more about this vulnerability card for Cancer, please. Hold on, I need some coffee. All right. You have the Four of Cups, the Hangman, and the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is feminine, earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, that may be relevant for someone here. You also have Pisces energy here. Give me a second. Yeah. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles is about home and comfort, okay? Feeling comfortable in your own skin. And I feel like with this Queen of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the Four of Cups, there's a need here to do just that. And again, I don't know if perhaps I'm speaking to more male cancers here, or there's just a need in general for someone to release those societal expectations. Okay, release those core beliefs. All right, because emotions are not a female trait. Emotions are something that we all have. Now, how you express them is a totally different story. Whether or not it's a healthy expression, again, going back to that anger, or the lack of expression at all, I feel like there's a need here to have a new perspective and to be comfortable in your own skin with being vulnerable. Okay, and going back to again how you express your emotions, it doesn't have to be you speaking to someone else and literally saying, I mean, some of you may need to do that. There may literally be a specific person whom you need to express something to, but you also have the option to write. You also have the option to, draw, whatever it is that you need to do, figure out a way to release that and face your um, dark side. Okay, face those things that you've been avoiding here with the Four of Cups and the Hangman. There's a need here to get more comfortable in your own skin with your vulnerability. I mean, I can't stress it enough. The next card you have here is All I Need Is Within Me. All I need is within me. There's an inner conflict here that needs to be settled, Cancer. And only you will know specifically what that is, because this is a general reading, of course. So take everything as it resonates. Apply this to your life in the way that it needs to be. Okay, if you feel like this is going to resonate with another Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, wherever the placement is, send this to them as well, because there's a need here to become one with yourself. I feel we all have a light side, we all have a shadow side, and they have, the two have to be congruent, okay, to be our whole selves. A lot of times the ego will fight with the subconscious, but you have to acknowledge those subconscious things in order to be the Queen of Pentacles here, in order to feel comfortable in your own skin. Ooh. This card says, I am an unstoppable force of nature. Nothing is unachievable for me. I love that card too, with her pink hair. She's courageous. Even your next card with that pink, I want to say magenta. All right, tell us more about this card, please, Spirit. All I need is within me for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know about this card here? It's entirely too many. Clear messages here. What does Cancer need to know about this card? Tell me more. Thank you. A lot of Piscean energy here. You have the High Priestess coming out, Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. High Priestess, Ten of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups, all right? There's a need here for self-love. There's a need here for you to get grounded. Again, with this Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and like I said, with all these Pentacles here, I feel like this is impacting your world severely. Your money, your foundation, okay, your growth here. There's a need here to get real with yourself. Focus on what's happening in that shadow side. Focus on what's going on in your subconscious, okay, with the High Priestess here. And acknowledge it. Too often we suppress, I mean, get into a whole nother story here. And you know what? I'm going to get you guys a shadow work oracle card instead of the chakra one like everyone else at the end. But too often here we suppress what we really want, what we really feel for the needs of others, okay? And you know, that's definitely a Cancerian trait as well. Putting other people before yourselves, okay? With the Queen of Cups. Where do we have? Yeah, there she is. There you are. Putting other people before yourself. But your needs, your thoughts, your feelings are just as important. Remember that, okay? There's a need here to recognize, you know, what it is that you feel, what it is that brings you happiness and joy and contentment, because this thing is impacting your foundation, okay? Let's just get real about it. All right. The last card you have here, I follow my heart. Oh my gosh, this trajectory. So we go from I am calm in darkness, where you're not paying any attention to your emotions, where you're suppressing things and it's impacting your work, you're holding on to things, leaving the house with two different shoes on because you're just so discombobulated and conflicted inside, to I follow my heart. Like a rainbow trout, I choose to move against the current so I can move forward. Tell us more about this card, please, for Cancer. Let me move these over, you guys. Hopefully I can get this new camera set up soon. All right. Tell us more about this card, please, for Cancer. Tell us more about this card for Cancer. What do they need to know about this I follow my heart card here? Thank you. All right, we're getting the Hierophant, the Lovers, and the Nine of Wands. Cancer, this is again going back to me, to that Queen of Cups energy, where you, you know, pour into other people more than you pour into yourself, or you focus on those other people, and loving them more than you focus on yourself, or even those, you know, we might be talking about childhood wounds here that go so deep, okay, especially with this Hierophant card coming out. I feel like you have, excuse me, just been trotting along, you know, but like surface level. There's a need here to go deeper. There's a need here to be more vulnerable with yourself. Okay, first and foremost, like I said, it doesn't have to be you speaking to other people. I feel like there's a need here just for you, initially, to face those things that you feel, that you think about yourself, and to yourself. I think you haven't even acknowledged it to yourself. And you know, when we talk about the inner childhood wounds, that stuff is real, you guys. I did I can't remember how long it was, but I did a little shadow work exercise a couple of months ago. And one of the exercises was about childhood wounds and literally had me write a letter um, from or as what am I trying to say? Of in the perspective of that younger child to someone else or could could have been to me at this age, and that shit was real. It's no joke. Like your inner child, especially when there are wounds that have not been healed, your inner child continues to live and continues to be hurt. It doesn't just go away because you have birthdays after birthdays. That's not how that works. It doesn't just go away. That stuff has to be dealt with. And there's a need here for you. You know, the Nine of Wands is about that wounded warrior energy. And you see, along the way, there's been even more hurt and even more pain. I mean, your arm can't come out of that sling just because time goes on. That is an internal wound that has to be dealt with. It's not on the surface where you've been. Take that as it resonates, please. Now, let me get this shadow work oracle deck here because I feel like this is what you guys need here. All right, so what do you have for Cancer, please? For Cancer. And then we'll close out, okay? What do you have for Cancer here? Egocentric. Not everyone shares the same perspective as you. Listen to others. You may just learn something new. Egocentric. This for me is again speaking on that resistance. All right, there may be someone here who's attempting to tell you about yourself and you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. It could also be your intuition speaking to you, telling you that you need to make some changes, grow, have a new perspective. But again, you don't want to hear it. So just be mindful of that, you guys. This is the message that I have for you today. I hope that it helps. If it was your message, you enjoy the content, don't forget to like the video, hit the thumbs up for me, share the love, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.